November Player of the Month from the supporters' point of view. I mean, is that surprised you or has it pleased you? How have you felt the last month has gone particularly?
Yeah, obviously it's pleased me very much. So I've been back in the side, played a run of the games in November, and so obviously it is very pleasing, especially getting it from the supporters. I said to James as well, being a lone player, it may be a little bit harder, to please, the fans. So obviously, it's a very good achievement for me.
Seemed to be the Port Vale game where things started to pick up for you.
I got back in the Bradford game, and I've said it before. I just needed to play, and I knew that I had to keep my shirt. So it was like the first home game really, that I played well. So maybe things have picked up from there.
Talking to the lads from BBC Essex when Southend came down, they said when you were at Dagenham, the ball seemed to go past you a lot rather than through you.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going through you much more here?
Yeah. When I went to Dagenham, it was a completely different bit of football that I've experienced before. I played a lot of football where I went. When I went to Wickham, obviously the League One side, they played football, and Dagenham was hard to adjust to. And then obviously coming to here, is like a League Two side that plays a lot of football, and obviously I'm enjoying it where the ball's coming through me and start and play, and there's the teammates like to play as well. So obviously that's a pleasing thing.
And in a sense, was that merely confirmation of what Steve Cottrell said the club would be like when he said for you to come in the first place?
Yeah, it's basically exactly what he said. I'll never obviously never played against Cheltenham, didn't know what the team was like, so I took his word for it, and obviously I'm pleased with the outcome and very happy to be here now.
Is there a balance, having had 2 weeks without a game, of being rested but equally perhaps not, I won't say being rusty, but just not being absolutely on the money?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously the conditions have made it hard, with training indoors, which it limits on what you can do. So obviously you got to rest and you still got to work hard. So you don't want to be rusty for the games, and it has been disappointing because we've been unbeaten in 5 games. We've had a good run, so hopefully we can pick that off when we play on hopefully that Saturday.
Can you tell in training that you still feel as sharp as you would do having not played?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you train with the ball, I think the lads enjoy training. So we haven't really had. It's not been like pre-season. We've done a bit of running to keep our match fitness, try and keep it up, but I think we'll be fine.
And you're still preparing for games as if they're going to be on.
Yeah,
and it looks as if Saturday is going to go that way.
It's sunny today, it's seems to be warming up, so I think you've still got to prepare, even going into the training onto the game on Tuesday that got called off. You're still, even though the percentage of us, the game being off is highly, we still obviously got to go in with the right frame of mind.
Looking at the table this morning, I think only Chesterfield have won more home games than Shrewsbury, so they're pretty strong at the Greenhouse Meadow.
Yeah, they've got a decent side, and obviously it will be a tough task for us, but our away performances have picked up recently and our results have picked up away, so hopefully we can get a decent performance and a decent result up there.
So just lastly then, if you can say who you are, where you're from, and who's going to win the X Factor and why?
The Marlon pack, I'm from Portsmouth, and I would like Matt to win the X Factor because I think he's got a great voice and he's probably the most credible artist there.
Done. Good, thank you.
Just going back to football for a minute.
Yeah.
When you played those first few games, you weren't as evolved as you like to be. Did you always think? Were you always confident you would start to show your true colours after a few games?
Yeah, obviously I've got to be confident in my own ability, and I knew, if I played well, and I played to what I knew I was capable of playing off, I'd be fine in the long run.
Yeah. So do you think the Bradford away was possibly the turning point when you?
Yeah, obviously I didn't think I was going to be playing, and I think Birdie got an injury on the Friday, and actually the captain said you'll be playing. So obviously I knew that was my chance.
Yeah.
I had to take it.
We've spoken about it before. It must be a big help that you're here for. You're here for the whole season.
Definitely. You get to know the lads more. You feel more part of the actual team, and it gives you, I think, more of a chance to obviously establish yourself and become like, I said it, not like a permanent player, but that you're here. You know that you're going to have a long season ahead, and obviously with a side that's doing well, that's obviously a good thing.
Yeah, I mean most contracts in football tend to be a year now, don't they? Especially in League Two, so it's almost like you sign for a year and then you're going to go back to Portsmouth, hopefully a much improved player. Yeah,
I had a bit of a nightmare last year with my loan spells. Not really playing 2 months and 3 months and getting a whole year, under my belt where there's a lot of games to be played, and hopefully I can play the majority of them, and obviously it just builds up my CV and makes me more experienced and a better player.
Do you think you could be going back to a Premier League club? I think that's a bit much to ask.
Oh no, I wouldn't see why not. Obviously it depends, if they can strengthen the squad in January and see what happens. But obviously they got their core players there, like the starting 11. I think would be better than anyone's in the Championship. So they definitely got the potential and to be fighting for the playoffs or automatic spot.
Yep. As well as being a Portsmouth player, also a Portsmouth fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
What sort of reaction of the fans taking Steve Cotterill? Have they been impressed with what he's done so far?
Yeah, I think they have. Obviously he's had nothing to work with really. He's had a few lone players, and obviously they had a poor start. But obviously things have picked up recently, and I think they're playing good football. So he's obviously a young manager, and definitely obviously he's one there for the future.
Yep. Won't ask you about Strictly Country.